去吧。那我们再往前移动，看一下这里有些什么东西。往上，有往下的路，我先往下走走看。快一脚步，箱子钱。 建酒瓶，里面有酒的是吗？拿走，拿走。诶，哦，到中间，看一下，这边都崩塌了。过去吗？这边有，这是菜园。哦，哇，啊，跟鹅交谈。羊呢？不能跟羊交谈。鹅蛋可以拿哦。他没有写偷窃，那我就拿走了。 特别的吗？看一下，好小的菜园 ，OK。哎，对面还有个洞窟。 掉到水里会怎么样吗？我会游泳吗？有个箱子，要走梯子下去。好，下水试试看。可以，我可以游泳，可以潜水。旧箱子，钱。 怎么摘苹果啊？可以摘吗？不能摘。嘿嘿。以下有什么可以探索的吗？像这样的洞窟，不能。我憋气能力还蛮强的。还有鱼。水哦，手电筒还是防水的，厉害。 水下好像没什么了，你可以上去吗？喂，上不去。那有其他路可以绕到这个洞窟吗？所以好像没有的话，我可能要用别的工具才行。我们是可以下水的，瀑布，我们过不了。那我们再回去绕那个洞窟。我看过了，原来是这里。 等一下哦，准备一下。好，往上。哇，被压垮的房子。箱子钱酒。没有血肉，哎，这不是那个吗？利维亚讲的话，利维亚的笔记，神秘而近乎诗意的漫谈。 就是我们跟他对话的时候他讲的。这可以拿走吗？不能拿走。涂鸦。别的吗？这个涂鸦，他看到的画像是这个吗？看不太出来是什么东西。还有一条路。蹲下。攀援植物。承受我的重量。不给我攀啊！因为我现在不能上去。没关系，先记得吧。这里有一条路，但不知道可以通到哪里去。再来是往上面，再往上，然后这里油管的上面 ，OK。这里呢？哦，有够复杂的。左上的门。涂鸦，爱你的仇敌会逼迫你。哎，等一下，那个成就跳出来，让我没办法读啊。你的狮子说去吧，邪教徒。为逼迫你的人们祷告。这果然是基督教嘛？面包。起来的门，所以他是在这边祷告的，是吧？那个，鲁菲巫师，对，鲁菲应该是基督教徒。这里有个滑索，滑到神殿那里。钱，哇，你被绑在这，这么可怜。OK， 那这里是剧场的旁边。你为什么蹲在这里？现在时间早应该离选举应该还有一段时间，就先多探索吧，多收些线索，然后我们可能等到下一轮的时候再去解。这是什么地方？滑鼠可以滑。哦，因为这个弓箭手还在这里，可以踩吗？真不行哎！依我们现在的，我们现在没办法爬这个东西。这下面，滑到刚才的地方，往前呢，往前就回到贵族区。旁边不能跳上去。 差点摔下去。那我看下面有什么？往下走呢？这个箱子钱，要多少钱？物品栏931。这边都被，也是从这边流进来的，是吗？这里是可以用慢慢爬上去，是吧？哦，好像可以。这里能走吗？那边不能走。哎呦，我卡住了。好，回到中间，这里来了。OK， 保存一下。再来这里，我们还有一些地方应该还没有探索过。这间是祭司住的，有什么特别的东西吗？眼前有水罐。没有。你会介意？你会介意我在你这边乱晃吗？奥科塔维亚，奥科塔维亚是园丁。留言，一个匿名的朋友。问主我们不能冒险亲自与讨论，但如果是对的，那我们将成为像我一样的信徒。OK， 留下物品。所以，乌鲁菲斯正在向奥科塔维亚传教。层楼，楼上有什么呢？钱袋，为什么钱袋要这样放？哦，上面好像没什么了。OK， 哎，快速的逛一逛，这里什么？啊，要侧门了。
Hey! You're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
这是蓄水池。怎么了吗
Nobody's told you about Hannibal? Ugh. Why do I have to do everything around here? So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. Used to go down into the cisterns looking for junk he could clean up and sell. One day, a few weeks back, he comes out and tells me the cisterns are haunted. Said he could hear spirits wailing. Of course, nobody believed him, because who trusts a Carthaginian, right? Anyway, a few days later, he goes back in. And hours go by, and he hasn't come back out, yeah? So I go down after him, and it's dark. But in the distance, I can just make out his body, sprawled out on the ground. And hunched over him was something that made my blood run cold. No word of a lie. I saw a creature. Like the corpse of a man who'd been flayed. And it was eating Hannibal.
啃他？哎，那你怎么？
Well, any sane person would have done. I legged it out of there and put a sign at the door to warn the others.
那我不能进去吗？
Without a weapon? Well, it's your funeral.
所以是可以进去的，是吧？哎， 可以再详细多聊一下这件事情吗？升个档。哦，所以我是可以进去的。但感觉里面很可怕。逆流而上。好，应该再来，我们还要去，还有哪里？浴场，浴场还没看过。我们先去浴场。哎，这我没走过，是不是？对，好，这边没走过。哇塞，真是比我想象中的要大很多啊！频次。哦，真的到处都可以捡到钱呢。真可以滑到，有金币、水桶。喷泉可以检查。好，所以我们可以从这里去看那个水道是从哪边流过来的，就往这个方向走。菲乌斯，这里怎么？找到弓。哦，奈维亚就在这里面，把自己关起来，不要试图跟踪我，不会有好结果。你们需要弓箭是吧？在里面冰冰凉凉的，没问题吗？哇，这真的很高哎！那个洞窟超高超深，很浅。往这走呢，更高的地方。哇，这有个弓箭手。巨石，要推这石头做什么？这石头你能推去哪里？
I hope you're taking care of yourself.
Oh?
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far? That's good, in a sense. If you're not on edge, you've not been paying attention. But on the bright side, once you've been here a few months, well, it's slightly less terrifying anyway. We've all been where you are now. I remember when I first arrived. I used to lay awake at night, contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? Is there a way out? What is the Golden Rule, and who or what is responsible for it? I still don't have any of the answers, I'm afraid. I don't think anybody does. But I'm happy to share with you what I've learned. Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed to a handsome young man from a prominent family. But long hours of menial labour for the good of the community has its own charms too, I suppose.
你怎么来的？
Oh, much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome 7 months ago, my family and I fled for the Tiber, hoping to escape on a barge. We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, there were a lot of desperate people, and they boarded before we could depart. A scuffle broke out, and I was pushed overboard. The last thing I remember was the water, rising up to hit my cheekbone. I woke up by the river, near that shrine, and stumbled across this place.
提到了一枚银币。
Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it's all part of God's plan for
失
me.
去了记忆。希望如此吧，还有点别的
If。you like.
知道
I'm
出路吗
afraid not. Although I did once hear someone gossiping down at Aurelia's tavern about a possible way out. I don't put a lot of stock in such rumours, but if you're desperate and wealthy, you could look into it, I
哦
suppose.
所以有钱
If
可以跟他
that
套
doesn't
情报
work,
是吗？
then I suppose we're all stuck here until the gods decide our fate. I hope it works out.
谢谢你的情报。你对黄金法则怎么看？
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those words a lot. I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as ourselves and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth, and that all of us are born with a tendency towards sin. And that's where I get stuck. Is it true? Are we born with a tendency towards sin?
天生就会作恶吗？
You don't think that's a little naive? I suppose you've never seen what I've seen. Innocent men and women, torn apart in arenas while thousands of Romans look on and cheer.
或许你是对
If
的。
that's true, then sooner or later, things are going to end badly for all of us down here. Unless, of course, there's some kind of divine intervention. I wish I shared your faith.
你是个基督徒，
Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but things are very difficult for us right now. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year, and our emperor decided to make us his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible. Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. All right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no.
Wait.
No.
怎么了？怎么了？
Orpheus, what are you doing?
出现了
Get back from there.
莫皮乌
If you
斯，
lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius.
我
Help him.
啊，
If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've
制
never
裁
had to
会
deal
违
with
反
this
黄
sort
金
of
法则
thing.
吗？
Please, you need to talk to him.
好，我去。
Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
不要胡闹，请便。谈谈
Let
好
me
吗？
guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire.
做法是不对的。你出了什么事？你有权利寻死。
You're not going to trick me. I'm no coward. I intend to go through with it.
人总有活下去的理
Like
由。
what? I'm stuck slaving away for that culus cumulatis for the rest of my life. What do I have to live for? You're just saying that to buy time. You must think I'm an idiot. I'm out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
拉住他！有问圣地亚对乌尔皮乌斯自杀的。
I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord, that poor lamb.
是我的错吗？现在怎么办？
Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the Golden Rule. So I guess that means whichever god is responsible for it, it isn't mine. I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Ulpius.
啊，跳！我可以跳下去。那边有水池哎，而且有洞。这里是，这下面是那个，奈约勒斯的别墅，信仰之泉。主神就是这个嘛，锁起来的门，没有人进得去了。我先把这边逛完好吗？待会再跳好吧？这里好像没什么别的东西，然后还有一条路可以走。哦，就是通到这里来。然后呢，刚才推巨石的那一头有个地方。等我一下了，待会再跳了。这里有什么？赶时间，赶时间！我上了，找别的方法进入上部蓄水池。所以如果能够开这个门，就可以进到上方的蓄水池，找到水的源头了。好，那我要跳了。有个信仰之月。哎，对哦，要提到这个方尖碑，上面缺失了一块，拿走了一块名牌，需要找到它才能破解方尖碑的含义。哦，我跳了。
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Yes, yes. Thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored to be elected your magistrate. And now,
没有别的路哦，反正我就是。
And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens.
哎，为什么不能往上？
And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom you deserve. And yes, no more shall you walk on, well,
那个尸体不是他的吧？
Yes. No more shall you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe because the tyrant Sintius told you it was forbidden. Yes. Remember my first act as
你专心练演讲哈，我在你家逛一下。哀悼他失去了爱人。留下遗书了。这间呢，罗莉亚的笔记也是遗书。我受你们下冥界，我已经死了。 啊，所以他也是自杀了。啊，尤利也是自杀的，他自己吞药的。这里没什么特别的，不要回头哦，我在逛街。墨水罐。
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Magistrate. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I'm delighted and.
我带在身上的东西是可以带到下一轮的哦，所以我已经先取得钥匙了。
And now.
臭气。为什么要哭那么伤心？有什么事情
？Leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom you deserve.
可以打开吗？开了。Hello， 你是
？You're not supposed to be in here.
克劳蒂亚。我们能谈谈吗？
Talk. What business could you possibly have with me?
你为什么在哭？可以吗？怎么房子
My
上锁？
marital affairs are no concern of yours. Thank you very much.
婚姻故事。
I think a
生
better
活。
question is, why am I being interrogated by a stranger who just barged into my villa? I have quite enough marriage trouble already, without having to explain to my husband why I'm receiving strange women in private.
你上我们说
Preferably
还
the
是
way
我
you
闲聊。
came in, by which I mean... I think it's about the dainty little thing from next door.
有道理。
Finally! This is outrageous.
桌上没什么东西，有不好看的箱子。那他什么时候会离开房间呢？好，那现在有另外一个问题，我们该怎么离开这？嘿嘿嘿。走大门出去会被他的守卫看到，不是吗？当面跟你聊聊天哦。Hello.
Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony 100 feet above?
你有看到啊？
That was either extremely reckless or impressively clever. Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me?
他两只眼睛颜色是不一样的，异色瞳，退出选举。说说你的事。
I'm Malleolus, and if it wasn't for this interruption, I'd be practicing my victory speech for the election later today.
你赢了会怎么
I'm
说呢
glad you asked. I'll finally restore freedom to this city, just as I've been promising. These good people have suffered long enough under Sentius's tyranny. By declaring there's no such thing as the Golden Rule, it's a children's fable exploited by Sentius to frighten us into submission. Wait, don't tell me you've fallen victim to that monstrous lie?
为什么相信它不是真的？
The person making a claim bears the onus of proving that claim. Can you do that? Can you prove the Golden Rule is real?
那你觉得这边摆那么多金人是哪里来的？
Nonsense! There's no way you can prove that. If it was real and you'd seen someone break it, then you'd be dead already.
哦，怎么突然那么多选项？我在不断重复同一天的经历。那个名叫《黄金法则之谜》的书。接受就能避免一场灾难。
You mean that book next to a golden statue in the theater? Tell me, how do you know that statue wasn't put there by Sentius himself? You can't know, can you?
你需要什么证据才相信他？
Surely, you're not one of those people who believes everything you read, as if a lie could be transformed into the truth by the simple act of writing it down? What? Oh, I see what's happening here. Another poor, vulnerable soul taken in by Sentius's machinations. He won't get away with this much longer.
所以每个学校他都没办法
I'll be guided by what is best for the city's people, and that means giving them the freedom to do as they wish.
我没办法证明，但你也没办法证明啊。
True, but that is simply because you are mistaken.
你知道怎么出去
I'm
吗？
afraid not. We're stuck down here together, for better or worse. We're all going to have to make the best of it. You mean the children's fable? Of course not. But as I always say, if Sentius can't protect his daughter, how can we try?
OK， 第一个应该不
I
太好
trust you can see yours through the door this time.
哦，你要让我拿钥匙，谢谢。那我可以带你院子逛一下吗？有什么特别的东西吗？哎，看起来是没有，也没有留下什么涂鸦之类的。不过神奇的是，皮尔皮乌斯是跳到哪里去了？水里没看到他的尸体啊。我们跟他跳的是同一个地方吧？神奇了！水下的尸体不可能是他的啊。这边的尸体又死了多久啊？为了让好奇，他在他的家里有一个尸体。啊，开门！哦，哎，这里是有机会爬出去的。他说承受住我的重量。想一下哦，重量跟我的性别还有我的身份有关吗？我们是考古学家之眼，还有其他选择吧？我记得好像有个是比较轻巧的，所以应该是差别差在这里。哦，那好像蛮顺利的，顺当一下。那么再来蓄水池，我想我们差不多可以进去蓄水池看看了，把路都探完吧。有点怕哦，好像很刺激哦。我没有武器耶。紧张紧张。黄金雕像有用吗？除了把它踢开之外，你想死的话呢，你不要伤害我啊！踢不倒他，绕过你。这里有什么？这里有什么？这里有什么？这里有什么？不要过来啦！我这里好大哦！等一下啦，杀不了你啦！走开啦！拿走拿走，拿东西！你为什么要攻击我？你要我帮你就不要攻击我啊！去旁边，让我看，这是什么东西？你们可以跑那么快，剑！哦，这里有个水道，你会游泳吗？你要进来吗？我也很痛啊！ 可以上去吗？我跳不上去，所以跳进来就应该出不去了。我受伤了。再来了，这里。没了。我在这边，这什么地方？总之先下水，他应该不会下水。这里就是水。哦，这里是有可以爬的。确认一下哦，这边都确认逛过了哦，有漏掉的哦。来，走开！讨厌呐！这里有个洞，看一下。前袋压死生物，检查。精子人形生物从洞穴进入蓄水池被压死的。这个洞是哪里啊？你有看过那样的地方吗？好，那里我都看过了，日方的角落。这边有一个进来的道入口。好，我们去看吧。啊！吸口气。这里有什么？眼睛雕像。眼睛雕像。没什么特别的东西啊，所以还是要往上爬才行哦。但我没有攀爬的能力。至少我搞清楚这下面有什么了。你看，痛哦，受伤了。吃面包也可以救活吗？他为什么不出来？居然他移动能力那么强，为什么不出来呢？吃个面包吗？不能吃，我就只能保持受伤状态。啊，好，存个档。哎呀呀呀！然后你先
，Ave，
这里有扇门，可以开吧？打不开。我拿到的钥匙是哪里的钥匙？上面的钥匙吗？叫我拿弓箭再去的。这里也都走过了哦，都走过了。这样的物品栏，我刚刚拿到了阿波罗神殿的钥匙。结束钥匙，月亮吊坠，拉丁文。好，那陆力手上有上部蓄水池的钥匙。我们刚才是到下面，那现在想办法到上面。现在我们还有浴场，浴场还没去过。哎，我们就一次把这些惊险的事情处理完吧。诶，还是我要直接上去看看。不行啊，他是建议我们带着弓箭再去上面。这里是 希腊，这是希腊的神殿，这里不会崩塌吧？哎，这里居然有个地道，最近有人来过。 没有武器哈，我只有手电筒。啊，又切地图了，难道是刚才通到刚才那个地方吗？我是说最近有人来过。啊，又到一个让我觉得好可怕的地方了，紧张，听到水的声音。有人吗？ 特别的东西吗？掉下去会怎么样？不会掉，有空气墙挡着，不会掉下去。哦，别有洞天呐！ Hello， 请问你是？检查，解除成就。
Ah, a visitor.
哦，感觉哦可以聊很久哦，那我们留到下一集吧。